Hello, my name's Adrian
And I'm Joe.
and we are two young people from the King's Standing area, and today we're joined by the local councillor, Peter Cain.
Hello.
Hello Peter.
Hello, Adrian.
Hello. The first question for you is, there's nothing to do in our local area which leads to young people committing antisocial behaviour. What are your thoughts on this and what are your plans?
My thoughts are to go back initially to education. We must try and persuade young people of the importance of getting a good education. That opens up so many doors and opportunities for young people. And on the social side or recreational side, we must try and provide more opportunities in terms of facilities,
Yeah.
which I have to confess in King's Standing we could do a lot better. But we are building up facilities there now, areas like Conquer Island.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities now for young people in leisure services where they can attend free leisure services, free swimming. They should be encouraged to take full advantage of that. And there are many, if you go to the local library, you can see there opportunities that are available for young people to join various clubs, whether it's music club or drama or hiking, mountaineering. All sorts of opportunities do exist if we can make young people aware of where they are and to direct them to them.
Yeah. How would you go about telling them about the opportunities that they've got? How would you?
Well, as I've said, you could go to your local library.
Yeah.
They're well advertised there. If you can go to educational forums, even job centres
Yeah.
will tell you of the opportunities that are available in terms of recreation.
Okay.
But I go back to the importance of persuading young people to get a good education.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
Pete. What are your plans for public transport regarding the expenses? Because a lot of people now believe public transport is getting too expensive and it doesn't really connect the main suburbs of Birmingham.
Yeah. That's a very fair point, and it's a hobby horse of mine, because what we need to do is to get back to re-regulating public transport, particularly buses. By that I mean that public transport comes under the one operator, particularly local authorities, but not necessarily local authorities, but particularly local authorities who used to run local transport, public transport, prior to the deregulation in the 1980s. What happened in the 1980s is that legislation was brought out whereby it resulted in lots of services being taken off the roads, lots of bus routes.
Yeah.
People like you used to jump and go crossways around the city, not
Yeah.
just the from town to your destination in the suburbs. They could go crossways. It was very, very useful for young people getting not just young people, but everyone getting from home to work through public transport. If we get back to re-regulating transport, we could also subsidise routes that don't run at a profit. At the moment, that's illegal. So that if a route is not making a profit, the operator closes them down.
Doesn't exist.
It does, yeah, puts them out of existence. So that's one way. We need to invest a lot more, of course, as well on trains and other forms of transport.
Well, thank you.
There's a lot of litter and graffiti and fly tipping in the King's Standing area. What are you going to do to combat this?
Well, we have created a team, a fly tipping team, that will respond to any message of graffiti, for example,
Yeah.
also with fly tipping. That's a very good service, and I'm sure you must have noticed that particularly graffiti has gone right down.
Yeah.
We've got special paint that we now put on walls and fences and phone boxes and the like, so that if there is graffiti there, we can very, very quickly get it off. Or secondly, the graffiti paint doesn't work on some, if we put this anti-graffiti paint on.
Yeah.
So we are getting to grips with that.
Yeah.
But we've got to remain vigilant, because you will get some irresponsible people that seem to get a kick out of making the place a mess.
For others, yeah.
Yeah.
But Pete, a lot of young people feel that there isn't enough things for them to do after school within the area, which in a way triggers this behaviour. And how would you combat that boredom amongst the youth?
We've got quite a number, and I hope you're aware of them. We've got quite a number of after-school clubs going throughout King's Standing. We've got them at St Martin's, we've got them at New Heights, we've got them up at St Luke's.
Yeah, I've heard the one.
Yeah, we've got football tournaments, particularly during the holidays, where we've got up to about 90 kids, all in various teams competing for cups that the police and the fire authority provided. It's highly competitive, but it helps to give young people a challenge in the holiday period. It also is something for them to strive for, because it becomes very competitive. They all want to win the cup.
Keeps them out of trouble as well.
Keeps them out of trouble. But that doesn't just apply to football. We've got for girls, we've got hockey. Hockey teams that have sprung up. We're now getting judo clubs operating in King's Standing. So again, there's a lot that is available. If people like you can tell your mates about them and spread the word around, that there is plenty for them to do there, and invite them along.
Peter, a lot of young adults are interested in music. Is there any music production classes available? Or
I'm glad you mentioned music. As an ex-musician, if you go to King's Standing Leisure Centre, they've got a fantastic studio there, music studio. People are encouraged to learn to play keyboards. I've gone along once or twice and give young people some drum lessons. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities there again, and they're encouraged to go along. But unfortunately, not enough young people are aware of it.
I'd agree.
And I would ask you again to spread the word, and get them along there. This is at the Leisure Centre, and it's on, I think, about 2 nights a week.
That's good. Thank you, Peter.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Peter.
Okay, Joe.
Thank you.